Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. I'm Rich Liebig.
And I'm Michael Costanzo.
And we are ready to give you some interesting bits in real sports, entertainment, odd news, and whatever else we happen to stumble across in this hour-long or show podcast. But before we get to all the news at hand, Mikey, how you doing? What is up in Costanzo country?
Doing pretty good. I've recently still just been working my way slowly through Alan Wake 2.
Yes, there you go.
It's been a long time because
I just finished the first one.
You know what? I'd never played the first one, but I played Control. I'm playing the second one. I'm really, really enjoying it. But my problem is that I can only play it like during the day, like on weekends, because after work, it's just too stressful a game for me to like go down into the dark, cold basement and then play.
You mean the perfect area for a horror video game?
I know, but I just can't take. So I get very anxious when I play games like that because it keeps you on edge by design, which it's good, it's fun, but I just can't do it after work. So I got to do it like in the middle of the day or like in the morning or something. You know, do you ever find you come across games like that where you have to be in the right mind space to play it? Otherwise, you can't.
Yes, but not to what you're saying.
Okay. I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
Because everybody has different things.
So when I played Alan Wake 1, I was like, I have to do it at night.
Okay.
Like, I want the creepy factor. Like, you know, I want the horror element.
I get too anxious when I play it. I don't know why. It just like makes me feel very on edge. And so after work, it's just too much mentally to go through. But yeah, I've been, other than that, I'm really enjoying it. Like I sunk a good amount of time into it recently. I had a couple of hours with it. I'm like 2/3 of the way through the game. So
right.
I'm like in the final act.
So yeah, soon we'll be hearing a review from you.
Hopefully, yeah. And you got to get on it too soon, but you're debating
about
whether or not you want to replay Control.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, because we did just walk right into this conversation.
We did, yeah.
The video game company that does Alan Wake and Control, the video game, they've pretty much now fused the universes. It's now the game company is called Remedy, and they've officially said that it is a Remedy controlled universe. I forgot what they exactly said. Remedy connected. It's a Remedy connected universe. So things that happen in, it's like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Things that happen in Alan Wake happen in Control. Things that happen in Control happen in Alan Wake. So I'm kind of debating, should I go Alan Wake 1, replay Control, and then jump to Alan Wake 2? I think I might do that.
I think it might be beneficial because I imagine there's not many connections between Alan Wake 1 and Control because I don't think they envisioned quite the depth of connection at that point. Whereas in Alan Wake 2, you can see that this is something that they've intentionally made efforts to connect.
Yeah. Well, so, yeah, I mean, that's something to keep an eye out for, so I might do that. But anything else happening in Costanzo country besides video gaming?
Other than that, I'm getting ready to head out to Chicago to visit my brother, Bruno, the long-lost associate producer.
Oh, this feels so good.
There you go. Bruno's saying that.
He abandoned us for Chicago, so now I got to go out there to see him. But it's a good time. Chicago's a fun city. I always enjoy it. It's got a great food scene, but I still think that Philadelphia foods are king. Like the deep dish pizza, I like it, but I like just a regular, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, who can?
Flat,
how can you
pizza.
say? How can you say no to the Philly cheesesteak?
And the Philly cheese, they have the Italian beef, which is fine, but the cheesesteak is just leagues better. They got hot dogs, we got soft pretzels, like. I don't know.
Speaking of cheesesteaks, I got a Gazzo steak again last weekend. Yeah.
Oh man.
It is probably the best cheesesteak you can get, probably outside of the city.
Oh man.
It's very good.
I've had a cheesesteak. We had the same exact conversation like a week ago.
Yeah. Whoops.
Because I was just about to say I want a cheesesteak.
We are a Philadelphia-based podcast, so sorry about that. Yeah. The lips quiver when we think about cheesesteaks.
I'm going to be eating Italian beef, though, this upcoming weekend.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's a good sandwich. It's just not a cheesesteak.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I've been up to. Just playing Alan Wake, getting ready to go to Chicago. What have you been up to?
No, I'm telling you what. I'm getting ready for football. I'm getting hyped. I'm reading all the reports. This is a good transition into sports because just I'm getting the juices flowing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you know what? Let's just dive right into it. Screw it. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts. Let's officially jump into the sports sampler.
So you're not good at sports. It's a very small part of life.
Sports. In your face. Ha ha!
That's right. Sports coming at you in your face. And yes, I want to talk, and I'm sure Mikey does too. We want to talk about football.
It's motherfucking goddamn sons of bitchin' fucking football.
Yes.
It
So
really is the best sport, though.
the preseason is officially over.
Yep.
Teams are now whittling their rosters to their final 53 men.
I believe this week was final roster cuts.
Yep.
So the rosters are locked in. Everybody should hypothetically be ready to go.
Yep.
One player in particular is very ready to go. The Cowboys finally did something.
Yeah, right.
Like we've been waiting for them to take any kind of action this offseason.
I want me some glory hole.
Hey, Jerry Jones got out of the glory hole.
I want me some glory hole.
I don't know if this is quite glory hole material, but they finally did do something. They signed star wide receiver CeeDee Lamb to a record 4-year, $136 million deal.
I want me some glory hole.
Yeah, so this makes CeeDee Lamb the second highest paid non-quarterback player in league history.
About time, because the Cowboys had to do something. I don't know what their plan is with Dak.
Well, I mean that's part of the equation here is, they signed CeeDee Lamb to this monster deal. I think it's something like $34-ish million a year. How does this affect other guys internally, like Dak Prescott and Micah Parsons, who Micah Parsons isn't ready for a new contract yet, but in the next year or two, he's going to be looking for one. The Cowboys dragging their feet and taking so long to get a deal done for one of their top tier players. I mean, what is that doing for Dak and Micah Parsons?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Cowboys are secretly hoping that Dak has a down year.
So you think they're playing a wait and see kind of thing?
Yeah.
But if he goes and balls out, the asking price is going to be.
Yeah,
it's a
then it
very,
jumps up.
very risky gamble.
Yeah. Yeah, ironically, that's kind of the worst case scenario if Dak does well, because then they don't know if they should actually pay Dak the money that he's worth.
This is why teams like to lock up young quarterbacks early and not wait until they've had several quality winning seasons.
But if Dak goes downhill this year, then they can say, oh, we need to get rid of him. We need to start fresh. We need to draft a young quarterback.
So what happens then, though? Because then they can't trade him,
but
his contract.
Yeah,
will be
just
up,
let
right?
him. Yeah, go walk into free agency, because as we've seen with Brock Purdy, getting a young quarterback on a rookie contract is like a cheat code.
It is.
Like I think teams are willing to sacrifice to get to that position. All the other 31 teams would chop off their arm to have the situation the 49ers fell in the last 2 years.
Yeah. It's a common thing that we hear floated every once in a while whenever quarterback contracts inevitably come up is people talk about some teams trying for a quote-unquote college model where you get a rookie quarterback, you see what you got in 4 or 5 years, it doesn't work out, you just try another one.
Yeah.
And then you try another one, and you try another. It's basically a whole bunch of mini 5-year plans, instead of trying to strike gold and have a Tom Brady play for 12, 13 seasons.
I hate to say this for us, but if Jalen Hurts doesn't ball out this year, especially with the weapons that Howie has given him, I think we're on the same path too.
There's no reason for this offense not to be a top 3 offense.
Yeah.
With A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, and Saquon Barkley behind arguably still a top 5 line, there's no reason whatsoever.
Like when we keep floating out this idea of rookie, getting a rookie contract deal, trying to be on that, I think people just kind of think like, oh, that's just, if you happen to be lucky enough to be, like a top 10 drafting team. Like, no, I think this goes for a good 2/3 of the league. They want to get into that position because you're more likely to find a mid to slightly above average quarterback that way than you are to find a Tom Brady or a Peyton Manning at the tail end of their career in free agency.
Yeah, you're not going to. Those guys are outliers. You know, they're the 1% of quarterbacks. It's a quantity versus quality issue.
Yeah,
right?
That's another thing too.
And in the NFL, like it's the most rare position. So you can sink a bunch of costs into one guy and hope that he turns into something, or you could just move on to the next. You got to be sometimes you got to be pragmatic. You know, like look, the Bears just dumped Justin Fields.
Yeah, Justin Fields was dubbed too old.
Well, what about
there you go? Sorry, we want to reset the clock.
What about when the Eagles dumped Carson Wentz in favor of Hurts, going back to the Eagles, and we almost made it back again?
Yeah, the rookie contract deal is like a cheat code.
Yeah, especially with the way quarterback contracts are now. And if you go back historically, Tom Brady skews things a little bit, but it's mostly quarterbacks on rookie deals or like bridge contracts, like right before they make it big, like a decent contract, but not a top 10 contract. When you go back and look at all the Super Bowl winners from the past, like I think it's like 20 some years, it's scrubs like Brad Johnson from Tampa Bay or Joe Flacco. And then you got Tom Brady a bunch of times, and then it's a bunch of guys on rookie deals.
Yeah, or some sort of
like Ben Roethlisberger, I think won both of his on.
Yeah, in the beginning of his career,
rookie deals.
Aaron Rodgers, his only Super Bowl was in the beginning of his career.
Drew Brees wasn't a rookie deal, but it was his first stint with the Saints, so he didn't have a mega contract.
Right.
Like you go back, and it's just like I said, Tom Brady kind of muddies the numbers a little bit, but other than him, even him himself, he won Super Bowls on his rookie deal.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's one of those situations. I think teams are targeting that. They want to be in that position versus a position where you got to pay an aging quarterback another mega contract, which Dak is probably going to command.
So, Dak was what, a fourth rounder?
Yes.
So, I mean, like, they could just let him walk and just try again sometime in the first 4 rounds.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I think that's kind of the MO, is you'd rather do that if you don't have an established quarterback, or if you don't have a quarterback that you don't think is going to, be worth the money.
It is a hard pill to swallow, though, because you look at Prescott and the numbers he puts up and where that team has finished, and you're like, it would be absolutely insane to not sign him long term.
You thought so, but apparently the Cowboys organization, they have not made it a priority.
Are the Cowboys shooting themselves in the foot the way they're handling their players?
Oh, yeah. But at this rate, go ahead. Keep going.
Oh, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I say keep doing it.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job, Jerry.
Yeah.
Mr. Jones.
Keep it going. Did you also see the sound clip where there was I probably should have pulled it, but it was something where somebody asked him, "Do you ever think of hiring an outside general manager to help you run your team?" And he's like, "No, nobody could have done it better than I did." Like, what? What are you, Trump now? Like,
I was gonna say he really is channeling Trump there.
Yeah. No team has run it better than I could. Okay.
Nobody could have footballed better than me. Okay.
Yeah. Nobody knows the football better than I do. Okay.
I want me some glory hole.
I've been to many glory holes.
Listen, it's helping us, so we're gonna let Jerry Jones keep on Donald Trumping his way through GMing the Cowboys.
Yeah, have fun with that, Dallas.
Have at it. But yeah, it's this deal was a great deal for CeeDee Lamb. I think well deserving of it. He's easily a top 3 to 5 wide receiver.
He deserves it.
Yeah,
and they need him.
Yes.
If you're asking Dak Prescott in his final year to play in the NFC East without CeeDee Lamb, that would have been just murder. Like, what are you doing? So they had to get this deal done. This wasn't a shock.
And financially, it's the easier of the deals to get done.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott's deal is going to be a problem for Dallas. They were already in a tough cap situation, and he's going to command at least $200+ million.
Yeah.
Easily. But the other factor in all this is, how do you see this deal impacting the looming Brandon Ayuk decision? Because there's still a couple of teams that are just circling. They're like vultures, but nothing is dead yet.
Yeah, that's
like
interesting way to put that.
I don't know what to make of the constant rumors and non-movement on Brandon Ayuk. It seems like now San Fran might be going back to the drawing board trying to get a deal done, but now does this kind of reinvigorate the trade talks?
I have no idea. I mean, we haven't heard any developments with the Ayuk camp. And it's getting late now because the season's going to start next week. He needs to make a decision. Either he's going to go back to the 49ers and just, either get a new contract or swallow his pride. He's going to accept a trade partner, or could he actually sit out and really lose money for the rest of the season? I don't know. I think we've learned. I think we've learned from previous players that have actually decided to sit out season game time that move doesn't work.
No.
I mean, the Le'Veon Bell situation, there you go.
He went from best back in the league to a complete non-factor in like a season.
Yep, because he thought he was big enough to sit out a whole season.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. It tanks your value. So I don't think that's an option. So I think he's got to make a decision. It's either he's going to accept a trade partner, or he's going to go back to the 49ers. That's it. Those are your two options. Read them and weep.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation because now, I mean, San Fran obviously doesn't want to sign a deal like that with Brandon Ayuk. If they wanted to sign a deal like that with him, they would have done it. They need that money for Brock Purdy.
Yep.
So everybody's hands are kind of tied now. So Brandon Ayuk might have to take less to stay there because, if he doesn't want to waive his no trade clause for the Steelers, who seem to be the only team interested, weirdly, anymore.
Or the Browns. Browns are still in it.
Are the Browns still in it?
Yeah, I think the Patriots were the one that dropped out of it.
The Patriots dropped out definitively.
Yeah.
The Browns were kind of wavering. It seems like the Steelers actually made a push for it.
Yeah.
Which still baffles me. Like, that doesn't make it. They're like so far out of the competition. I don't even know why. They're just looking to sell tickets at this point. They're like, oh, look, shiny new toy. Come watch games.
I don't know. The Steelers
they are fourth in that division.
The Steelers think they still got a shot.
They are fourth. They may end up being 8-9.
Mike Tomlin,
or 9-8, I guess.
Mike Tomlin has never had a losing record.
Mike Tomlin is the new Jeff Fisher.
At this rate, if he keeps putting up 9-8 seasons, yeah.
They haven't been competitive in a minute. Yeah, so we'll wait and see what happens with Brandon Ayuk. But this deal certainly complicates things because any team looking to trade for him, they know now they got to go north of 120.
Yeah. Also, another one we haven't actually talked about, Jamar Chase.
Technically he's been holding out too, but there hasn't been a lot of stink around him, so people have just kind of conveniently forgotten.
Yeah.
I think that's because we know Brandon Ayuk is tradable. Jamar Chase is not tradable.
Yeah, if
the Bengals need Jamar Chase.
Yeah, the Bengals lose Jamar Chase, they're going to shoot themselves in the foot.
Oh yeah.
They'll be fourth in that division.
Yes.
Yeah.
So much wide receiver drama in that division specifically between teams trying to trade for wide receivers or sign receivers, or if you're the Ravens not knowing what a receiver is.
Yeah.
Do they have a receiver, or are they just going to run out with like 3 running backs and 2 tight ends?
I mean, give it a shot. Yeah, full house. Here we go. Did we talk about the Dotson trade? I don't think we did last week.
We did not know because I don't think it broke last week.
So we got to mention that. Speaking of wide receiver news.
That's true. The Eagles made a move of their own. They filled a hole that they had for slot receiver by trading with the Washington Commanders to pick up Jahan Dotson.
Yeah. Former first-round pick.
Yeah, former first-round pick. And we only gave up, what was it? I think it was a third, but we had 2/3.
Right.
So,
a third. I think it's like a third and a seventh.
I think it's like a third and a seventh.
And we get a fifth round back.
We get a
or
fifth
something.
back, yeah. And, trading one of 2 third-round picks that we have for a former first-round receiver just to be the 3rd overall guy, that's not bad.
Yeah. See, that's the thing you got to remember in this Dotson trade. He is going to be paired up with A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. Like, he doesn't have to take over games. He doesn't have to be the wide receiver 1.
Right. He's going to match up. He's going to get a lot of really great mismatches with nickel corners or linebackers or safeties coming down into the box. and he's going to help open up things, I think. If anything else, he brings a little bit more experience than the guys that we had out there.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially at that position.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this, too, though. And I think for the most part, we've been pretty consistent with trying to stay confident with Jalen Hurts. But after this trade and looking over the final roster that the Eagles are putting together, there's kind of no excuse for Hurts this season. This team has to score. This team has to be able to move the football. If this offense stalls again like it did last year, there's something seriously wrong.
I really do believe that most of the issues were mostly related to coaching.
I think so, too.
And I'm hoping that those issues get ironed out. Hurts still put up numbers. I know that if you actually watch the games, you know that it didn't look that stellar. But I think that they can correct it.
Yes.
If they can't,
then
we have really, really big problems.
I think then Hurts then Hurts is not the guy, as we like to say here on the show.
You are not the guy. You're not capable of being the guy. I had a guy, but now I don't. You are not the guy.
So we might have to bring back that segment. Is Hurts the guy? So keep that in mind next week as we start to get ready for the season.
Yeah, next week we're starting with the Fantastic Four picks again. And then the week after, we're going to tell everybody all about the opening game in Brazil.
That's also going to be interesting, a Friday night game.
It's a Friday night game, yeah.
I don't remember the last time I watched an NFL game on a Friday night.
No, I don't know. I know sometimes they have weird schedules around the holidays. But no, I can't think of any.
Do you think the NFL is going to try and like own every day of the week at some point?
They already have like 5 days. They have Thursday, Saturdays, some Saturdays.
The problem's going to be college football. College football doesn't.
They always try to avoid that. But during the holidays, they go Saturdays.
Well, that's after the college football season ends.
Well, yeah, but they still, at some point, they still have games regularly on Saturdays after the college football season.
Yeah, and then you have Sunday and Monday.
And Thursday. So Thursday, Sunday, Monday, occasionally Saturdays, now occasionally Fridays.
Yeah.
That's 5 days of the week.
There you go.
They could do it.
Dear God.
That'd be anarchy. I don't want Friday. Look, it's already bad enough having Monday and Thursday night games. I don't want a Friday night game. I just my favorite game to watch is a Sunday 1:00 game.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, that's your traditional slot.
It's great because you have lunch, whatever your game food of choice is. It's sandwiches or pizza, wings, whatever. You watch your game and then you can still get on with your day afterwards,
What, on Sunday?
Yeah, on Sunday, yeah.
I don't know. It depends on what you're doing because some businesses close early on Sunday.
I guess.
See, that's why I'm a bigger fan of Sunday at 4:00.
Sunday 4:00 games.
I like those games.
4:00 games are good too.
That's like you get to watch the game, and then maybe like halftime you can have like a dinner.
It's tough though, but you can do it.
Yeah. I like the 4:00 window.
I just like getting a hoagie and some wings for that 1:00 game. That's like my favorite.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I'm
can't wait.
so excited for football season.
It's coming back. Friday night, man. Here we go.
I'm ready.
Yeah. All right. Although we are excited about football, there is one thing that I want to mention, and that is because for those that are longtime listeners of the Crispy Noodle podcast, you know that whenever a team is doing bad, I'll, glance in their direction. But when a team is doing historically bad, I like to bring around a thing called Rich's Futility Watch.
Oh, no! We suck again!
Yes! That's the official sounder.
Yes, it is. And very...
Oh, no! We suck again!
Very, very appropriate for this Futility Watch. Fill us in on what's going on with the Chicago White Sox.
Well, the Chicago White Sox, they have been putting up some horrible numbers in the loss column. They were already eliminated from playoff contention at the beginning of August, which I can't fathom being a baseball player, and like there's 3 months left, or what? August, September, a full 2 months left in the season.
Yeah.
And you're already eliminated from playoff contention. Like, why even bother? Like, what are we
Well,
doing here?
That might explain their current record because they haven't had anything to play for in a while. Currently, the White Sox are 31-101.
Oh no! We suck again!
Yeah.
This is really bad.
Yes. So their winning percentage right now is .235, which is historically low, which actually at that rate, that would beat the worst modern in the modern era, one of the worst records in the modern era with the 1962 Mets at 40-120.
Yeah.
Because that 40-120 is .250.
They would beat that if they stay at this pace.
If they stayed at that winning percentage, yeah, which is crazy to me.
Yeah, they'd be in, I guess, technically the top like 3 of all time, but in terms of the 160 plus game era, they'd be the worst.
Yes. So they've got 30 games left. 30 games left.
30 games, yep.
So they could go 31-131.
Yeah, what does
They got 9 games to win to be under the 40-120.
They can't do that because that would be a 33 winning percentage. Right now they're averaging 23.
Yeah, so we need them to lose. They can only win like 7 or 8 games.
Yeah.
I want them to do it. I think it's possible.
What are the realistic odds though that they can wrap up 7-23?
Why not? Do it. Like what is there to play for at this rate?
Literally nothing. And also 7-23 happens to be a .25 win percentage.
Yeah. So
that's right on pace.
Right. Keep up the wonderful pace you guys are doing over there in Chicago.
Why don't they can they just start forfeiting games? Like, why bother going out there?
Yeah.
I know they got to like sell tickets and all that jazz, but like, I don't know.
I bet you that's probably a reason.
That's
yeah,
the only reason.
They gotta sell tickets.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Who is going to these games?
Probably nobody.
Like,
I can't imagine there's many people there.
Like, if you're going to this game, you were literally just going to see the stadium. You're not going to watch the baseball.
Oh, yeah.
game.
You're going to see the stadium to get a hot dog, an overpriced beer. I don't know, hang out for a bit.
Yeah.
You're not going there for the game.
You're going to go shopping.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, you're just hanging out. You're not going there for the game.
No, not at this rate. This is ridiculous. So
31-101.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of what? Like 4-3-ish?
4-13.
4-13?
Something like that.
I said 4-3. 4-13-ish.
Yeah.
Something like that. Somewhere around that. That's like kind of like the same win percentage.
Yeah, but I don't know why this seems worse because it's like you're already over 100
When
losses.
you see the loss column tick over to triple digits,
yeah,
like
there's something weird with that.
Something like I feel like as long as you're at like 99,
yeah,
or less, like
all right, you still put in an
like
effort.
That sucks, but like seeing it tick over to triple digits, that's gotta sting.
Yeah, you're like, what have you done this season?
Right. Like even if they win out, they've still lost over 100 games. That's insane to say.
Also, fun fact if you did want to know where they are in the races, they are 41 games back on the wild card spot.
That's a lot of games.
And 44 games behind the leader in the AL Central, the Cleveland Guardians.
So they would need to win out, and then other teams just completely just.
And then MLB has to add 14 games.
What? MLB has to add 14 games?
Yeah,
they
it's not
changed
happening.
the schedule just for them to see if they can get back into it.
Yeah.
So I found some interesting stats here to go along with this, just because I was looking up the worst baseball records of all time to see how this compares. And luckily, I don't think they'll ever be worse than the Cleveland Spiders.
Yeah. So this is like when you're talking about old school
This
baseball.
is like 1890 something. Like this is over 120 years ago.
This is the mustache era.
Right. They were playing. They were playing with a stick and a rock.
Come on out now.
basically.
See, we got a baseball happening over here. See, come on over.
And people went to the games in like full suits and bowler hats.
Yeah.
the Cleveland Spiders went 20-134 for a 13% winning percentage.
Yeah, yeah. So I was trying to do like the modern era when I mentioned that.
I went all time.
But you went all time with.
I went all time.
Yeah, because that's historically bad.
Oh no! We suck again!
.130 win percentage and 84 games behind. Do you think anything like that is possible in the modern era for a team to go 20 games, 25 games? No.
You would have to put up the worst roster and then just start out so flat. Because that's the problem with some of these.
Is it just the sheer number of games that makes it impossible, or the game itself?
That, and also like the first 2 months of the season, everybody thinks they have a shot to contend.
Maybe.
So you have to have like the worst roster to start out the season, and then you have to fall into that slump where the team realizes they're not going anywhere, and then just keep putting up loss after loss.
So you don't think anything like that is possible?
No. I highly doubt that.
Why you gotta dash all my dreams and hopes?
That's my dreams and hopes too.
I want to see a baseball team go out there and put up the equivalent of like a football 1-15, or I guess 1-16 now, or I'll do a 2-15. I'll give them a second win. I want to see 20-25.
What's more likely? Someone only winning 20 games in an MLB season, or a team going 0-17 in the current National Football League.
Ooh. So in our lifetime, we've seen 2 0-16 teams.
Yes.
So I think going 0-17, sure, you can suck one more week.
Yeah, there you go.
I think the Panthers this year have a particularly good shot.
Yeah, I mean, if things go off the rails fast for that Panthers team and Bryce Young turns out to be a bust,
just throw in the towel.
Yeah,
just
I could see it.
Go full tank mode.
And look, you have your first round pick now. You didn't trade that one away. Thank God.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think 0-17 is more plausible than 0-16, or I guess 20-142.
Yeah.
I still want to see. I want to see a team so bad in baseball that they barely showed up.
Well, right now the closest you're going to get is this year's Chicago White Sox.
I hope that they stay under 40 wins.
Well, we'll find out.
I want to see them crack that all-time just one of the worst teams in the history of baseball.
It might be. So we will find out, and we will see as the baseball season comes to a close. But there you go, folks. That is all the sports topics that we want to hit and come at you with. But that doesn't mean the show is over yet. We still got the entertainment entree and then the non-fortune cookie odd news coming your way when we come back from the break. This is the Crispy Noodle Podcast. We'll be right back.
Ready for the weekend? Happy Friday. Hi, my name's Marie, and I'm an artist who's been making Happy Friday doodles every week for over 7 years. And now you can own my art collection in this Volume 1 and Volume 2 art series. These doodles span across multiple themes, yearly festivities, various countries, languages, and more. Both coffee table books have something for everyone and are the perfect conversation starter or gift for a friend. Really, anyone who enjoys a good weekend. Available on Amazon, Ingram, BookBaby, Barnes & Noble, and more. Visit happyfridaydoodles.com/books and get your copies today. Let's celebrate the best day of the week. Happy Friday.
If you go to Taco Bell at 3 a.m, this is what you're going to get. Yeah,
that clip is already coming into play.
Yes, already. So there you go.
Stop.
What happened?
The thing went on.
Well, how did that turn on? That was
I don't
weird.
know. The fart sound.
The fart sound turned Amazon on?
I think the fart sound turned on my Echo.
What the
I
hell?
don't know. It turned on.
What are you doing, Jeff Bezos? What are you into?
Basically, he's listening to fart sounds.
He's listening to our fart sounds. Oh, my God.
I changed the trigger word to fart. I got to fart at it now. I don't know what happened.
That's really awkward. You're going to have to... Excuse me.
Excuse me. How can I help you?
You may need some bowel.
Do you want me to automatically order you Pepto-Bismol? I don't know why. I don't know why I'm talking to it solely through farts now.
It actually, you fart into it.
Fart once for yes and twice for no.
No. Actually, you fart into the device, and then
Yeah.
Amazon can determine what medicine you need.
Oh, right. Wow. That's next level right there. Or what you've been eating and what you want to reorder.
Oh.
I detect Cheetos. Would you like to subscribe?
Would you like a bulk order of Cheetos?
Oh, yes, please.
Cheetos ordered.
Cheetos. That story took a turn.
Yeah.
Cheetos ordered.
Okay. All right. There you go. The latest from Jeff Bezos and Amazon.
It's amazing technology, I tell you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're back here on the Crispy Noodle podcast, rocking and rolling and whatnot. Oh, man, yeah. How about Labor Day coming up? I know you said you're going to Chicago. Do you have anything else? I guess that takes up your whole weekend then.
Yeah, it's mostly just Chicago.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and then come back from Chicago, and I'm just getting ready for football.
I know, right? That's the way I was feeling. It's just like
this Chicago thing is like the last weekend before football takes over weekends.
Right. I can't wait to get back into that rhythm where it's like, yeah.
It's just something special. You know, it's football, it's fall, it's just it's the best time of year.
We had the false fall happen last week.
We did.
Here in Philadelphia, which I don't know if people know about this, but there always seems to be a point in August or September where we just get this like burst of cool weather.
It was like really nice, like mid to low 70s. It was beautiful.
Yeah,
but you can't be fooled.
Right, we call it false fall here in Pennsylvania because it doesn't last.
No.
So unfortunately, now we're back to summer weather again. But for that like 2 or 3 day span, it was gorgeous. I loved it.
Amazing. I think
that's what's driving me too. Is like we got a taste of it. Now I want more.
Exactly.
I want that. I want football. I want soup. I'm ready.
Guys like us, we really thrive in the fall.
Yes.
I am a flannel and jeans person. Like that's when I'm at my best.
Yeah. I
I don't know about you, but I'm a flannel and jeans person.
I'm a jeans and Henley guy.
Yeah.
I like a good Henley.
Those types of outfits that you can just wear it anywhere.
Yeah.
It's good for anything.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Unless it's 90 degrees outside.
Well, yeah.
Which, oh my gosh, another freaking thing we got to worry about here in Pennsylvania and the New England area.
What?
Did you hear that there is like a possibly deadly virus that could be spreading through mosquitoes?
Oh yeah,
it's called Triple E.
I heard that.
Which no relation to Triple E.
No, I heard that like some town in Massachusetts, didn't they have like a weird curfew? They're like, everybody stay inside after a certain hour or the mosquitoes are going to kill you.
Yeah. And yeah.
Is that happening here too?
They not yet, but they think it'll stay in I think it happened in New Hampshire, if I remember off the top of my head.
Well, the weather better hurry up change and get cold so that the mosquitoes die.
But one of the things that they're advising people in New Hampshire is to wear long sleeve shirts. It's 90 degrees. I think I'd rather die.
Not doing that.
I'm sorry.
If you wear the long sleeve shirt, you die. If you get bit by the mosquito, you die. So you might as well die.
You might as well be comfy.
Pleasantly, not sweating. You know?
I'm staying short sleeves until we get to 60 degrees.
Oh, absolutely.
That's my belief. Honor my beliefs. I don't know.
What is it? Your religion?
It's my religion. I need to be cool, not hot.
That's a religious tenet.
I am not wearing long sleeve shirts in 90-degree weather.
No,
sorry.
Absolutely not.
All right. That's enough banter. Let's get into some more news. And this second batch of topics revolve around entertainment. So it's time for the entertainment entree.
And now, the latest in movies.
The Simpson guy writes to movies. Dear Die Hard, you rock. Especially when that guy was on the roof.
Music.
I know what that is. That's music.
Video games.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Celebrities.
You really know Warren Beatty? Yes, I do. I took a leak next to him once at the Golden Globes.
And more.
You were the all-singing, all-dancing crap of the world.
This is the entertainment entree.
All right, officially in entertainment entree time. And now we're going to do the segment where Mike is going to let you know what you should keep an eye out for this upcoming weekend, Labor Day weekend. You might have some extra time on your hands with new movie, TV, and video game properties in Mike's This Week in Entertainment. All right, Mikey, what do you got for the fine people?
All right, well, first up in television, maybe you can use the long weekend to watch a very long show. That's Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power Season 2, premiering on Amazon Prime this week. The first season, I think, struggled a little bit with pacing and the length of episodes. I honestly didn't finish the first season because it was so long. And I know you understand how crazy that is for me to say.
Yeah.
Because I love Lord of the Rings, but these episodes were each an hour and a half long, but like
you literally have a Lord of the ring on.
I do, yes. Part of my shirt has the one ring text.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that the second season's better. Maybe I'll go back and watch a recap. I know that from what I understand, it is more relevant. And that it's going to be focusing on events that actually matter in the larger story of Lord of the Rings. So hopefully fans will be pleasantly surprised with Season 2. But if you're not into Lord of the Rings, check out English Teacher, a new comedy coming to FX and Hulu. It's already garnering some attention for great reviews, already being called one of the best new comedies of the fall. This witty and biting comedy follows an Austin, Texas high school English teacher who must navigate the intersection of personal, professional, and political aspects of working in a high school. I checked out the trailer. It looks really good. It's got really high review scores so far, so definitely go check out The English Teacher, coming out on FX and Hulu. And finally, in video games, you can use the long weekend to play some video games. Star Wars Outlaws is coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC this week.
Oh.
It's a brand new open world action-adventure game. It takes place between The Empire Strikes Back and The Return of the Jedi. Players take the role of an outlaw smuggler as they journey across several different planets, trying to work with or against different outlaw factions.
That time period is very interesting story times because you have Shadows of the Empire. There's a lot of good material in that block between those two movies.
Hopefully a lot of good material that they can translate to video game format. I'm really looking forward to this. The reviews have been, above average to good, nothing stellar, but I'm still looking forward to it because they promise huge open world environments. You can explore both the planets and outer space around the planets, both in terms of combat and exploration. So, that's what everybody wants. It's like a massive open world Star Wars universe to explore. And it's such a thrilling prospect. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's what we're looking forward to in This Week in Entertainment.
All right, Mikey, thank you for that segment, This Week in Entertainment. All right, I caught a headline of this, and I didn't know whether or not this was true or not, but I'm going to rely on you, Mikey. Apparently, this is actually happening what the hell is Chick-fil-A doing? I love Chick-fil-A, but Chick-fil-A is apparently legitimately going to start its own streaming service. Is this true?
Yes.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong.
It's about to get all stupid up in here.
What is happening? Why is Chick-fil-A trying to get into TV? Or streaming, whatever the hell this is.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, fantastic.
This is truly peak streaming stupidity. Chick-fil-A is planning on creating its own streaming service. They are
good for you.
I really don't know. Like, what is it even going to be called?
Chick-fil TV.
Chick-fil TV. There you go. So yeah, right. TV fillet. Right off the bat, just terrible prospects. But they are aiming to create a streaming service focusing or aiming for family-friendly shows.
Oh, that's right. Chick-fil-A's. I always forget. Chick-fil-A is like they have a little religious bent in them.
Yeah, they're a little bit religious. They want to focus on unscripted content with a budget as high as $400,000 per 30-minute episode. I don't know where that lands in terms of TV budget. You know, obviously it's not the same as a Game of Thrones type show. It seems a little low to me. I mean, I like it.
It's wait. It's unscripted content, so it's reality TV.
Reality TV, I guess. The one example they gave is apparently there's a game show already that has 10 episodes planned. I don't know.
Yeah, what's the game show? Spin the wheel of Chick-fil-A?
I don't know. Guess the Nugget.
Guess
like,
the
I don't know. I'd watch that. All right, chicken nuggets are good, though.
of nuggets.
Wheel of nuggets. Spin the wheel of nuggets. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, this is just peak streaming stupidity. They also want to do script.
Let's make a nugget.
Let's make a nugget.
And it's actually like it's a pro-life show.
You went there. I wasn't going to go there.
Sorry.
Rich is his own biggest fan.
I don't know. It's so stupid. I don't know.
It's a pro-life. Let's make a nugget.
That's so stupid.
Oh my god.
I don't know where that came from.
But you're probably not far off,
right? Like, what are they gonna do
when they say family friendly? Chick-fil-A, without getting too into it, they're kind of not great when it comes to things like, you know,
cultural issues,
religiosity. So when they say family friendly, immediately I'm like, okay, it's gonna be like Veggie Tales, but Nuggy Tales.
Yeah, there you go. That's
right?
Perfect. Nuggy Tales.
Like, are you picking up on that vibe too?
That's all I can. I don't know what else they can do. What other? They're not going to be producing a horror movie genre. Like,
well, they do want to do scripted content and animation as well.
But not okay. So they are venturing into scripted, but I doubt they'll do anything horror.
But no, they won't do horror. They won't do any. They want to do family friendly, so no horror, no drama. You know, no.
What the hell is this going to be? Is this like
I have
Disney
no idea.
Even lighter?
If people thought Disney was inoffensive, this is about to be offensive, but in a different way. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to make of this.
Chick-fil-A TV. When you think Disney is too progressive.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so bad. I'm actually terrified for it now.
Yes,
we were joking before the show about how the '90s had shows like Seventh Heaven and Touched by an Angel. Is this that?
It's gonna be that, but probably
is this Touched by a Nugget?
Touched by.
I've got all the episodes planned out.
Yeah,
Wheel of Nuggets. Nuggy Tales.
You've got the whole Monday night lineup ready to go.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to go. Like, look, Chick-fil-A, you can hire me. I can do it. Yeah, Nuggy Tales, Spin the Nugget, Wheel of Nuggets. Now I want Chick-fil-A.
Damn it. Yeah, it's too late.
But anyway, so Chick-fil-A making a streaming service. I really don't know. This is literally
That
all
gave
the
me a
information
headache.
that's available.
I literally have a headache from thinking about this story.
Yeah, they want.
So when is it going to launch? Like, what is? Well, yeah, what's
no details.
Fantastic.
No details.
Just what I want to hear with this stupid story.
What do you think it's going to cost?
Oh my!
If they come out and they're like $12 a month,
you should have to pay me to watch this crap.
I cannot fathom it being more than or it shouldn't be more than $3 or $4 a month.
How much? Wait, how much is a Chick-fil-A sandwich? Like $8?
Oh, that's a good question.
Do it based on that.
Do it based on that.
Yeah.
$8.
One Chick-fil-A sandwich per month. I think that's a fair trade-off.
Let's see. What is the cheapest thing you can buy at Chick-fil-A? Not the cheapest thing, but like a regular chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think it's like $8.
Ooh. They have a honey pepper pimento sandwich. Let's do that.
Oh my God, this is turning into like an ad for Chick-fil-A. We gotta stop this.
I know. I don't want to do that. Oh my God, I gotta do a whole.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Yeah, stop drooling over there.
Okay, so a honey pepper pimento sandwich, which sounds fantastic, is $7.09.
There you go.
And only 600 calories.
There you go.
So
you also have to give up 600 calories.
We take a pound of flesh from the streaming service. And the Lord said, "This is my body." I don't know why I went
opening terms: $7 a month and a pound of flesh.
How many calories are in a pound of human flesh? This is turning into odd news. We should have done this in the odd news.
Oh my God, is this literally giving me a headache? I can't understand this story.
There's zero information. It's just the headlines have been everywhere. Chick-fil-A streaming service. Unscripted, family-friendly shows. We're going to get some weird Touched by an Angel chicken nugget mashup.
Yeah. Well, coming up next, Taco Bell TV.
See, at least that has a ring to it.
It's going to have a ring to it. And we show adult-only shows.
Oh, my God. Okay, that's terrifying.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so let's get to the more risque Chick-fil-A TV, Disney.
Yeah. Right, because Disney is the super progressive, risque streaming service now.
Yes, and
compared to Chick-fil-A.
And there is a news story that you want to mention.
Yes, there is actually a real news story in entertainment, and that is the fact that
I literally have a headache from that story.
Do you need to go get Advil or Tylenol while I talk about this?
I might need to. That literally hurt my brain.
Well, if you need to, I can talk about this. It's in the cabinet over yonder if you need to.
I'll be fine.
Okay. But Disney is working on a new show, a Vision series for Disney Plus, picking up after the events of WandaVision. This is the first details we're getting on the show. What's his name? Paul Bettany is returning as Vision. But the fun little tidbit rumor here is that James Spader is reprising his role as Ultron.
Oh, there you go. That's
which
cool.
is interesting because Ultron is dead. So is this a flashback to Ultron? Is this a weird WandaVision Ultron? Or is Ultron not really gone?
Ultron, computer stuff. He can bring him back. That's not outlandish.
My theory is because when we last saw Vision, he was like the bad guy version of Vision, right? Remember he was...
Well, there's that white Vision.
Yeah, that's the one. And he was attacking Wanda.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my theory is because of the Mind Stone, which is what made Vision Vision. What if there's some weird timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff where, the Infinity Stone is so powerful that, both Ultron and Vision's consciousnesses were, thrown into limbo. and this is some kind of like metaphysical battle between these two subconsciouses. Did that make any sense to anybody? Subconsci. What is the plural? But I know you already have a headache starting, and I'm sure that only made it worse. But like, what do you think about something like that?
I mean, I anything with James Spader coming back as Ultron, I think is definitely a nice pro to have in making a show.
But how do they involve it? That's the real question.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of avenues you could write down. I mean, all these computer programs and stuff. It's not outlandish to have them come back, or there was a backup.
There was a backup. Somebody booted him up from the cloud. Launch Ultron.executable. Oh no! Like,
I'm just hitting home runs today.
You really are. I want to see the opening scene of Vision. Somebody pulls out a flash drive.
They're going through Tony Stark's things.
Right.
Oh, here we go.
Tony Stark just had a random 12 petabyte flash drive that he stored Ultron's consciousness on. Now Ultron's living in a Windows 98 desktop.
Ultron Flash. That sounds awesome. Let me plug that in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's certainly possible. There's a couple different avenues they could go down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do that. You can do the multiverse. I'm sure there's going to be a good reason for him to come back.
I hope they don't do multiverse.
Yeah,
I know everything is angling towards the multiverse. I would rather them go back to the Infinity Stone stuff and just be like, both of their minds are trapped inside the Mind Stone.
Yeah, I think this could be a property where you don't need the multiverse, though. Yeah.
Finally.
So,
right?
All right, toss up. Would you rather have another multiverse movie or backup flash drive brings Ultron back?
Backup flash drive.
Thank you.
I would rather have backup flash drive. I'm all in. I'm all in. Yes. You need to contact Marvel right now. Just leave them a voicemail, one word, flash drive, and then hang up.
That's it. That's how Ultron comes back.
I like it. The other thing that I like about this is that it is bookending a reported trilogy of connected series. I didn't realize this, but now it's kind of putting everything in a new light, that WandaVision is the start of a trilogy of series that continues with Agatha all along and concludes with the new Vision series. So now I'm even more interested in Agatha, because how does WandaVision get to Vision with Agatha all along in between?
Yeah.
Because those seem like completely different. What?
Spoiler alert, Agatha's going to find the flash
Oh,
drive.
no. It's Agatha all along. I can't.
She's the backup.
Inside the Darkhold. The book is actually carved out. There's nothing in the book. And inside that book is the flash drive that's labeled Ultron.
Huh. Let me try that.
Phase 5, Ultron returns. We figured it out. We cracked it.
And it was Agatha all along.
It was Agatha all along.
She finds the flash drive.
That's how you make that show relevant.
There you go.
I like it. So we contact Disney, get them on the horn. Be like, don't worry, we figured out your problems.
We've got the whole thing planned for you.
Just one phrase, flash drive. And they're like, you guys won't believe this. We're way ahead of you.
How did you figure that out?
How did you figure that out? Who told you?
Yeah. Where'd you get your sources?
No, because then they scrap the whole series and they start over.
Here you go, folks. We just spoiled everything for you.
We didn't even do the spoiler warning. Oh man. Anyway, to wrap it up.
Oh my God, I'm lightheaded.
To wrap it up and to bring us back to Earth, filming is rumored to start in London in 2025, with the premiere planned for sometime in 2026. So we still have plenty of time.
Usually I'm fine.
You're just literally broken.
Yeah, but I'm already. Usually I'm the one trying to reel you in to get ready for the odd news. I feel like I'm just done.
I don't know, man. You must. There's something in that water over there or something. You're in rare form tonight.
This entertainment entree broke me.
I mean, it was wild between Chick-Fil-A streaming service and Ultron flash drives. It's almost like the whole segment was just a precursor to the actual odd news, which we now are approaching in the show. If Rich can pull it together, I don't know. Am I gonna have to read these stories?
I don't know. No, I'll be fine. I'll regain composure. But
Okay.
let's officially launch into the non-fortune cookie odd news.
We've been talking about cool and its ramifications and how it applies to the hip scene. But maybe you could give us some examples now of the opposite of cool, uncool. Just exactly what is uncool?
My nipples look like milk duds.
Holy shnikes.
It's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news.
It's not of this world. I don't know exactly what it is or what it's doing, but this is not human intelligence, okay? It's not human intelligence we're facing.
How you doing? Me? I'm doing great.
I don't make this stuff up.
I'll take a pound of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts. That'll be $4, baby. You want fries with that?
I seen the celery dance across the baseball fields.
You had me at Meat Tornado.
No, go past this. Past this part. In fact, never play this again.
Okay. What does that mean?
And now it's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news.
So sit back, get everything you need to get from the kitchen. Be sure and empty the bladders. Go to the bathroom because you're in for a hell of a ride.
Woo, odd news.
That's right, everyone. It's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news. Here in this segment, Rich researches the news, he reads the news, and I react to the news. He finds a weird, wacky story and keeps it hidden from me, which ensures that all of my reactions are my genuine gut reactions to hearing the story for the very first time. I don't know what's about to happen. You guys don't know what's about to happen. And even Rich doesn't know what's about to happen because these stories always take us down wacky and wild paths. And I'm ready to get started. Where are we heading to?
Just before we get the location and the story in, this is a fan-submitted story. Give a shout-out to Superfan Chapek. He gets the sausage shout-out for sending us this story.
Thank you. He's the beat reporter on the streets.
Yep. And just a reminder that you can get a sausage shout-out, too, if you send us content and we use it on a future episode of the Crispy Noodle podcast. So, once again, Superfan Chapek, thank you very much for this odd news story. Sausage! The sausage shout-out is yours. But this story sounds incredibly painful.
Okay.
And the first story the first line of the story just gives it all away. So here we go. Buckle up. Here we go. Going to Thailand in this story.
Wow, we haven't been international in a long time.
I think there might be a reason why.
Oh no, I'm terrified.
You should be, because it is confirmed that a man in Thailand was bitten on the testicles by a huge python in the bathroom.
Oh, my balls!
Oh.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh, my balls!
Oh my God. Just the utter horror of, I imagine he's on the toilet.
Yes.
And did it come up? See,
yes.
This is why you can't live in places that have big snakes like that.
Yep. According to the man, he was sitting down on his home toilet on Tuesday. And that's when, after a few moments, he felt a sharp pain tear through his testicles.
Oh, my balls!
No. It's not at all what you think.
Oh no. Wait, was it a quick bite and retreat, or did it like latch on?
The man is named Thanet Thangatawanan. That's what I'm going to go with.
Okay. Thanos.
Oh, this is a bad night for Thanos.
Yeah, right.
He's no longer in any Marvel properties. He just got bit in the nuts.
Not good.
Yeah, not a good night for him.
Oh, my balls!
He got bit in the Infinity Stones.
No. It's not at all what you think.
Thanet said that after he was sitting down on the toilet, he felt pain through his testicles.
Ooh.
Quote, I felt something biting my balls.
Oh, my God.
It was just full-blown coming out with the story.
Oh, my balls!
And he said, I put my hands in the toilet to see what was wrong. I was shocked when I grabbed the snake.
Oh, my God. That is, 1, painful, and 2, terrifying.
He then said, I quickly stood up and was able to pluck it out. I was in really bad pain. There was blood everywhere.
Oh,
I mean,
God, yeah.
Yeah, it's
just chomped his balls.
It's a very sensitive part of the body. Yep.
Oh, my balls!
The python though was still alive. So Thanat had to grab a toilet brush and whack it at the snake's head until it finally died.
Oh my God.
So this now turned into like Survivor. Like,
he's just beating this snake to death.
Yeah.
With a toilet brush. Oh my God.
That could not have been very efficient.
No. How many times do you have to hit this thing?
Actual audio.
That's actual, yeah. He basically bludgeoned this snake to death. That's wild.
Though, that's pretty impressive that after you got bit in the balls, like, you just went
goes
straight
to town on this snake, yeah.
I've got balls of steel.
Apparently, this guy actually does.
Yeah, he was able to kill the snake.
Honestly, if that happened to me, I would probably just be in tears. I would run away. I would not have the wherewithal to bludgeon a snake to death.
Yeah.
A toilet snake.
Yeah. And that had to have taken a lot of effort to kill it.
Yeah, toilet brushes, yeah, like...
It's like trying to hit somebody with a pillow to death.
Yeah. I guess eventually, maybe, but, like, how long do you gotta beat this thing?
There was a bit of a nastiness last night, yes? Some very extreme nastiness, yes? Yes.
So
did he lose his balls?
No.
Okay.
But he had to go to the hospital immediately to get a tetanus vaccine.
Well, yeah. Because a poop snake just bit him. Honestly, that's one of the worst parts is, like, now, like, what horrific disease is he going to get in his balls?
Let's get to bashing butts as well as D's nuts.
Because there's probably people out there that would have been like, I'll rub some Windex in it.
What is this, my big fat Greek wedding?
Something like that.
My big fat Thailand wedding?
My big fat Thailand wedding?
Oh, don't Windex on. You'll
there
be
you
fine.
go. Yeah.
Like, what?
Snake bit you in the balls. Just put Windex on it.
Well, the doctors did say that the bite on the skin of the balls was not deep, so he did not need stitches or anything more severe. So I guess he actually got off pretty light.
Wow.
Considering what could have been, full...
He was gushing blood. The snake chomped on his balls and just nothing?
Yeah, they said it wasn't deep enough.
Put a little Band-Aid on and be like, go on your way? Like, what did they do?
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Actually, that'd be worse.
Even that's gotta hurt, because, then you gotta rip it off at some point.
No, don't do that.
No!
I changed my mind.
No. It's not at all what you think.
Oh, my balls!
So what did the doctor actually do then?
Gave him a tetanus vaccine.
What about the blood gushing from his balls?
I guess
did it just stop?
Just hold some gauze on it. Like, what else can you do?
Just walking around grabbing his balls the whole time.
This guy's got a problem.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what a pervert. He's like, no, you don't understand.
No, help.
I need help.
Stop making fun of me.
He just stumbles out of his house. He's like, somebody please help my balls.
Help.
Oh, my balls.
I need help with my balls.
In a follow-up with the Daily Mail, he says that my testicles are safe now. I'm glad. We got that official now. Very good.
My testicles are safe now.
Oh, my balls.
I've got balls of steel.
So formal.
Yes. He also says that I'm lucky that it wasn't a venomous snake.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm afraid to use that toilet since.
Yeah, I understand, I guess, logistically how snakes get into the sewers, but, like, that's a really determined snake to make it through the pipes and...
Yeah, and just come out. Boom.
What a jerk.
Yeah, snakes are jerks.
Why would they do that? That could happen here, I guess, technically. I guess anywhere that has sewers, right?
Maybe, but I don't know. I think they're... I don't know.
Maybe
I feel like
maybe we're a little bit better than
right. I feel like we have a better
in terms of
piping
infrastructure.
system.
Yeah. don't completely count it out, though. Places like Florida still exist.
It's not a zero-sum number, but I think you're like 99.999% safe.
Because I don't want any snakes biting me in the balls.
No, I don't think any guy wants that. No.
You know, there's at least one person out there that read that story and was like, ooh.
Ooh.
Like, wait a second.
Let me see what else I can get up
Started
to.
looking up flights to Thailand.
One person just had that reaction to that news story.
There's always one. There's always one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that Thanos' balls are safe.
Yeah, Thanos' balls.
I don't even try with the name.
Yeah. And here you go. Here's an answer for you. The reticulated python is found throughout Southeast Asia specifically.
Okay, so that won't
so that really shouldn't happen here.
How big was this snake?
It's pretty substantial. I don't have a measurement or anything, but it's gnarly. Yeah.
I'm looking it up right now to see how. Oh, they're big snakes.
Yes. But you can see how they're just perfectly kind of shaped enough to go through like piping.
Yeah, I guess so. Man, that's messed up.
But thank God. I don't know. Thank whoever you want to thank for Thanat being able to come out of this A-okay, and he still has his balls. And I think we're gonna give him the salute that he's got balls of steel after this incredible story.
I've got balls of steel.
Oh, he's definitely got balls of steel.
Yeah.
He got bit by a python, bludgeoned it to death with a toilet brush, then took himself to the hospital, and the hospital's like, you're fine.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Here's some gauze.
That's insane. That's insane.
Put this around your junk.
Yeah.
Have some gauze. Good luck. Oh, and here's your tetanus shot.
Yeah, they gave him a shot, and they're just like, all right, on your way.
Thank you. So there you go. That came from Superfan Chapek. Thank you for that incredible story. You get another sausage shout out.
Sausage!
So there you go there. And how about I do one more story? I got some backlogged. Why not?
Let's do it.
Okay. And then this story is from Iowa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Iowa. What state? Iowa?
I think Iowa's trying to make some noise. All of a sudden, we've had like a couple news stories from Iowa this summer.
I don't like the look of them.
I don't like the way they look in that dead center of the country.
Yeah, they're up to something fishy over there.
You're completely landlocked in there. I don't like it. No body of water near you.
Is that the measure? You have to have a body of water near you?
I don't know.
Also, are they dead center?
Kind of. I think they're close to dead center, I think, as you can get, other than like Kansas. I think Kansas is probably
Is Kansas the exact middle?
Probably. I mean, of the continental 48, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Kansas. I had to verify.
Thank you. Trust but verify. Thank you very much, Mike.
They're pretty close. Trust but verify.
I'm just hitting them all out of the ballpark here today.
Oh, my God. You're in rare form.
Thank you.
So what's happening in weird old Iowa?
Yes. Here we go. Another one that kind of says everything in the front sentence, but it's worth it. After being told by his 74-year-old father that he had stinky feet, an Iowa man got very angry and decided to pull a firearm and shoot him. How dare you?
He's like, you know what's going to smell? Your rotting corpse after I kill you. What the heck?
Responding to a shots fired report on Sunday evening, cops encountered 50-year-old David Carpenter.
I like to kick, stretch, and kick. I'm 50 years old.
He had just stated to the cops that he had shot his father. When the police asked why was there gunfire involved, that's when David admitted that we were in an argument about my stinky feet, according to the police report. Yes. Yes. How dare you make fun of my stinky feet?
Did his feet actually stink? Like, was the father in the right?
So the cop should make a note of this in the police report. Was there a scent in the air?
Because if there's a scent in the air, then that means the father is right, which means,
was there some sort of allure in the air for stinky feet?
Right. I feel like that makes it worse that he shot him if the father was actually technically right,
Oh. Yes.
Like if the father's just coming at him for no good reason, that's messed up. But if the father had a point, it's like makes the shooting even worse,
So according to David, he said his father told him that his feet stunk, which led to a very heated argument about his body hygiene.
Oh God,
I'm starting to think this guy doesn't keep up with himself.
It's Iowa. Sorry, I don't know.
The corn will hide the smell. Dad, I'm fine. I'm just hanging out in the cornfield. No one's going to smell me.
I'm a corn farmer, damn it. It's all right if my feet smell every once in a while.
I've been stepping in corn all day. What do you want from me?
I'm a proud corn farmer. It's the hallmark of a day's worth of work. Oh, my God.
And, the dad is like, dude, you're 50 and you don't have a woman.
Yeah.
Well, you think this might be a reason why?
Oh, I wonder if that's what made him so mad.
Probably.
He's like, if your feet didn't smell so bad, maybe you could find somebody and move out of my trailer.
This cannot be made good. It's shameful. It's a shameful, shameful day.
Also, I don't know why I assumed that they lived in a trailer. They were just giving trailer vibes,
I mean,
though.
They're in Iowa, and the one person is very stinky.
They're arguing about smelly feet, and then somebody shoots somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would track. David does claim that initially he only grabbed the gun to threaten to shoot him. He never seriously was going to shoot him.
So what changed then?
He said that he, quote, accidentally pulled the trigger.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't know how well that's going to fly over. But luckily, the bullet landed in a non-vital area, and the father will be okay.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
But this doesn't solve the problem of the stinky feet.
Well, he's going to have bigger problems at hand now. Because whether or not it was accidental or just he was just doing it as a joke or he was just trying to do empty threats on him, doesn't matter. He's still being charged with attempted murder.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hygiene doesn't get any better when you're in jail.
Yeah.
So,
well, I don't know. They can force them though into that room with the hose.
Oh, I guess so.
So
what not really?
So look,
does that help?
So look, one way or another, we're gonna take care of this stinky feet here.
Yeah.
Your ass is getting some sort of shower. It's just
this is the father's roundabout way of making sure his son takes a bath. Or a shower, or somehow
all it
cleanses
took
himself.
was an attempted murder charge.
Right, exactly. No big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's a murder charge when, personal hygiene is at stake?
Yeah, he's 50. He's not going to do anything else with his life anyway.
He'll figure it out.
Oh, my God. But, yeah, true story there. He, quote, accidentally shot his father after yelling at him for his stinky feet.
His feet must have really smelled, though, if his father could. I imagine he's not getting up close and personal, Or maybe he is. I don't know.
There was a bit of a nastiness last night, yes? Some very extreme nastiness, yes? Yes.
There you go. I don't think there's ever been a more appropriate clip than that one.
No.
For that story. That's perfect.
Oh, my God. The tale of the stinky feet.
Yeah. And
stinky feet shooting.
Yeah. And there you go. That's what I have for you this week in the non-fortune cookie odd news. Stinky feet and pythons coming out of the toilet to bite you in the balls.
But really, the odd news started with Chick-Fil-A.
Yeah, really.
I mean, that was...
I was not expecting that.
That was a weird one.
Yeah. So, and honestly, after that point in the show, I really got a little bit of a headache from that point, dealing with all this crazy news. The world is just,
it's a special place.
Yeah. And we're just going along for the ride.
And you guys can join us.
That's right. Every week you can join us to follow the crazy headlines that we will talk about on the Crispy Noodle podcast. If you like what you heard, make sure you go to our website, thecrispynoodle.com. Make sure you follow us on all the social media, hubbabaloo. But the most important thing is that you have a way to get the podcast sent to you every week. 2 main ways to do that. First one is on YouTube. Just go to our YouTube page, hit that subscribe button, and you'll get the episodes sent to your YouTube account every week. Second main way of doing that is on Spotify. We put the video podcast up on Spotify, so you can follow us there. But also, you can put Spotify in the background and listen to us as an audio-only podcast. And using Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you can take us on the go with you using that and Spotify. So we can be with you on your commutes if you decide to go to Thailand or Iowa or Chick-Fil-A land or whatever the next thing that Chick-Fil-A is going to invest in.
We will not be on the Chick-fil-A streaming service, though, unfortunately.
No,
but
sorry.
Luckily, there's plenty of other ways to check out the Crispy Noodle podcast. If you need to get in touch with us individually, though, you can find us on X, formerly known as Twitter, where you can share your sports, entertainment, or odd news stories. I'm at Mikey Costanzo, MikeyCostanzo.
And I'm at Rich Liebig, RichLiebig. Very important to bring that up because, you can send us news stories, and if we talk about them, we'll give you the sausage shout-out, just like Superfan Chapek did on this week's episode. Make sure odd news goes to me so that Mikey doesn't see it, but why not? Send it our way. You never know. We might give you the sausage shout-out on a future episode of the Crispy Noodle podcast. But you know what? I think the headache's getting to me. Everything has been crazy in this last part of the show. I think it's time to start wrapping this up. This has been the Crispy Noodle podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. All right, folks, that's going to do it. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.
Later. Bye-bye, all you fine peoples. Good night.
Some of us have great stories, pretty stories that take place at lakes with boats and friends and noodle salad. A lot of people, that's their story. Good times, noodle salad.